This is the rundown with Rubio for Tuesday, August 27th, 2024. Everything happens for a reason. If elected, Kamala Harris pledges to spend hundreds of millions of dollars along the wall of the southern border. Now, this is the same person who has thousands of hours, tons of posts on X, Facebook, Instagram saying the wall was just El Trumpo's vanity project. It doesn't do anything. Even Tim Walz, her VP candidate, has said, if the wall is 25 foot high, I will get a ladder company that's 30 feet high so people can go over it. It's the dumbest thing in the world. But now, all of a sudden, the wall is a good thing. We just talked about this at the DNC, how they had 3 walls around their little party for that whole week in Chicago. But now she's pledging, you know what, the southern border wall, that's a good idea. I'm going to pledge $100 million, hundreds of millions of dollars to building a southern wall. What are we in, bizarre world? What's happening? Is any press going to say, hey, you've been against this thing for literally 8 years, and now all of a sudden you're pro-wall? Okay. There are winners and losers in life. So this Australian women's soccer team just went undefeated and won the grand final amid tight security. Why do they have tight security? Well, this women's soccer team in Australia has 5 transgender athletes on it. So 5 dudes out of, let's say, 16 players are full-on dudes. And if you're watching right now on X, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, you can clearly see this picture right here where this person is very, very large compared to the average woman, we'll say. So yeah, they're going to go undefeated. They're going to win, and they did win. And what's going to end up happening, like I keep saying, a woman's going to end up getting viciously hurt, even in soccer. I don't know what to tell you. Accept and embrace. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO and founder of Meta/Facebook, penned a letter yesterday stating, the Kamala/Joey B campaign pressured Facebook to censor Americans. So basically, free speech, you're done. Facebook did censor Americans on the Rona. So if you had a different idea than what the government was putting out there, okay, you got censored as well. And the Facebook throttled the Hunter Biden laptop store because the FBI told them to. Wow. So free speech, First Amendment, I don't know what's going on. And why is Zuckerberg doing this all of a sudden? Do you think he thinks that maybe someone different is going to come into power? Or do you think maybe a whistleblower just came out or is going to come out and say, yeah, all this was really happening and Americans were actually being censored and this was a complete election interference? Because if a lot of people knew about the Hunter Biden story or that people were getting censored, they might say, yeah, we don't want this regime coming in. Working hard is not enough. Texas Governor Greg Abbott was going through the ballots and has ordered the removal of 1 million ineligible voters off the state's voter rolls. 1 million were ineligible. Out of those, 475,000 were dead people. So 475,000 people just happen to be voting in these elections. Hopefully every other governor goes through their voter roll and kind of says, yeah, so this is kind of an issue. We can't have 1 to 5 million people just voting that aren't allowed to vote or literally can't vote because they're dead. Confidence is the key. So September 10th, ABC, Joey B, or no, not Joey B, I'm sorry, he got replaced. Kamala and El Trumpo have this big debate, and Joey B was the original one on it, and him and El Trumpo had these rules about how the debate was going to go. Kamala comes in and says, you know what, I want all the rules switched. So what I'd like to do is I would like it to be a hot mic. The mic is hot. That means it's always on. It's never muted. Remember, with Joey B, the mic was muted when the person who wasn't talking. So this was great for El Trumpo because he wasn't allowed to chime in. And Kamala wants El Trumpo to chime in because then she could play the victim card of, oh, look, El Trumpo, he's bullying me, blah, blah, blah. So El Trumpo's going to have to be much more stern if he agrees with these rules. The other rule, she wants to be sitting down, which I don't get that one, okay? And the third one, she wants pre-written notes allowed at the debate. She can't just think on the top of her feet. Like, what's going on? You need all the talking points written down? Just come on. And by the way, it's been still 45 days and she still hasn't done any interviews. Not one sit-down interview. Okay, so this should be interesting. If you have any questions, you can email rubio@therubiomethod.com.
Our dedicated staff is ready to work for you. Artbeat specializes in custom apparel. Call us or order online. Free shipping nationwide. Custom printed shirts are our specialty, and we make sure you get exactly what you want. Bring in your own design or let our team create one for you. Promote your business, event, or club with pens, caps, bottles, mugs, and more.
Creating cool since 1985.